Your energy is leaking, and you keep calling it kindness. You answer messages you don't want to answer. You explain yourself when you don't owe an explanation. You stay available long after you're exhausted. And then you wonder why you feel drained. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Access is a privilege, not a right. Just because someone wants your time, your attention, or your emotional labor doesn't mean they're entitled to it. Boundaries aren't walls. They're filters. They protect what matters. Most people don't struggle with boundaries because they're weak. They struggle because they're empathetic. They don't want to disappoint. They don't want to seem cold. They don't want to be misunderstood, so they overextend. And overextension quietly turns into resentment. Think of your energy like a bank account. Every interaction is a withdrawal or a deposit. If withdrawals keep happening without deposits, burnout is inevitable. Yet many people keep their accounts open to everyone. Here's where guilt shows up. You start thinking, what if I'm selfish? What if I push people away? What if I'm overreacting? But here's the flip that changes everything. Protecting your energy isn't selfish. It's responsible. You can't pour into others if you're empty. You can't show up fully if you're constantly depleted. Not everyone who asks for access respects what it costs you. And that matters. Think about your home. You don't leave the door unlocked for anyone who wants to walk in. Not because you're rude, but because you value what's inside. Your time deserves the same respect. Here's something that sounds absurd, but matters deeply. People who truly care about you will respect your boundaries. The ones who don't were benefiting from your lack of them. That's a hard realization, but a freeing one. When you limit access, clarity increases. You start noticing who shows up with intention, who listens, who adds to your life instead of draining it. And something shifts. You feel lighter, more focused, more grounded. Not because you isolated yourself, but because you became selective. Boundaries don't disconnect you from people. They connect you to the right ones. So if you've been feeling tired lately, don't assume you're weak. Ask instead, who has access to me that hasn't earned it? Where are you giving time out of obligation instead of alignment? Where are you confusing kindness with availability? You're allowed to protect your peace. You're allowed to choose rest. You're allowed to say no without explanation. Not everyone deserves access to you. And if this helped you feel permission instead of guilt, stay here. You're not pulling away. You're preserving what matters.